Bitcoin mining companies.
Okay.
So if we actually use Bitcoin for day-to-day transactions, buying coffee, buying groceries, all that type of stuff, this proof of work protocol requires too much energy. It would melt the world down, right? It would take all of the electricity that is produced. Like, it would require more electricity than's even being produced. And this is occurring at the same time that AI is starting to manifest and become so data center capacity and stuff for artificial intelligence is competing with the Bitcoin type stuff. So, so then basically there was another version of how to do it that was developed by this company. Really, it precedes the company. It was developed by a group of people that formed what is now Ripple Labs.
Okay.
In the XRP ledger. So the Bitcoin, the what was expressed in Satoshi's white paper, that protocol is called proof of work. You know, it's like, remember taking algebra?
Right.
Like, proof up your work. It's that concept that all these computers have to basically solve the problem, prove that they actually worked it out, and then they get Bitcoin for that. So that's how that whole protocol proof of work works. The XRP ledger, the XRPL, uses a different protocol that doesn't require mining. Okay. All of the XRP, there was 100 billion XRP that was created as part of its Genesis block. Basically, it's an initial start of the network, was created then. So there is no need to mine it. It already exists. You only need to basically do the transaction proofing part of it. And they do that by something called a consensus mechanism. And same thing, it's a decentralized network of computers that are basically looking at the transactions on the ledger and then, going through a series of coming to a consensus, which I think is greater than 80%, that it is that group of transactions that's the actual transactions. And so that prints a block and same type of thing as the Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay. So it's super energy efficient. It's super fast. A XRP transaction. So I don't know if you've ever pushed a Bitcoin transaction before, but it takes sometimes now 3 to 5 hours to settle. When I was first getting into this stuff, you would buy some Bitcoin or send it to somebody, and sometimes you wouldn't know till the next day if they'd got their money or not. So that was one of the things that got me looking. It was like, there's got to be another solution, right? XRP transactions settle in 3 to 5 seconds. It's like faster than you can talk. Like, if I were to send you some money right now,
right,
you'd be like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened like that fast. So it's super fast, super energy efficient because there's no mining involved. And it is super scalable, right? Already the ledger can do like 1,500 transactions per second, but it can be scaled into the millions of transactions per second for global transactions. So where we're evolving now is that we're starting to put assets on chain, and we're using networks like the XRPL to do what's called the tokenization of assets, which is effectively putting the ownership, the indicia of ownership, on chain. That's what tokenization means. So if you think about this home, right, a real estate type thing, you'd want to basically take the title level documentation of what it means to actually have, so the deed, any mortgage encumbrance, lien, all that stuff, all that data you'd want to put into effectively an NFT and put that in and print that NFT to the ledger. And that process of doing that is called tokenization.
Okay.
So we're going to tokenize everything. We're going to tokenize every security, every stock, every bond. That's where it's going to start, because those are super easy to do. We're going to tokenize every mortgage, all this stuff. So 20 years from now, everything that kind of happens in paper world will happen via the blockchain. We're in a process right now where they're tokenizing all the fiat money, and that's what it's called, stable coins. Have you been hearing kind of that? Like there's USDC, which is done by a company called Circle, USDT, which is Tether's stablecoin. That's the most prominent. It's the number. It battles with XRP between number 3 and number 4 cryptocurrency by market cap. But that is, allegedly Tether acquires U.S. treasuries and that they are pegged, they're each unit of Tether, each coin is pegged 1-to-1 with the U.S. dollar. Ripple is about to launch. They just got approval yesterday to launch their own stable coin, which is going to be called the RLUSD for Ripple USD, but they call it the real USD. And every other currency, the British pound, the Swiss franc, Chinese yuan, the Russian ruble, the rupee, everything is going to be all fiat money will be put into a tokenized form so it can run on blockchain.
Okay. So, and you're saying that this is you're saying this is happening now. I'm saying, is this like, is there legislation that says no, this has to be done by
there is
2030 or?
Yeah. So, what you're saying is there a hammer that's like, that's coming down? So, yes, there's, the Fed had already committed to move to, basically its FedNow program